Welcome to the Lesson 5 to expand vocabulary. We'll explore the pronunciation of 20 new words, learn their meanings, identify their parts of speech, and even demonstrate their use in sentences. From admit to violence, we're covering a wide range of vocabulary that's sure to enrich your language skills and understanding. So without further ado, let's dive into our first word. Our first word is admit. Admit, spelled A-D-M-I-T, is a verb that means to confess or acknowledge something as true. For instance, you might say, I have to admit I was wrong about the weather today. Moving on, we have attentive. Pronounced attentive, it's an adjective describing someone who is carefully listening or watching. A sentence could be, the attentive student took detailed notes during the lecture. Next is behavior, spelled B-E-H-A-V-I-O-R. This noun refers to the way in which one acts or conducts oneself. For example, her behavior at the party was commendable. The fourth word is courteous. It's pronounced courteous and is an adjective meaning polite, respectful, or considerate in manner. He was courteous enough to hold the door open for her. Finally, we have courtesy. Courtesy, pronounced courtesy, is a noun that refers to the showing of politeness in one's attitude and behavior toward others. She thanked him out of courtesy. Now that we've gone through these words, let's move on to the next set. Moving on, our next word is deal with. To deal with something means to handle or manage a situation or problem. It's a verb phrase pronounced as deal with. For instance, she knows how to deal with difficult customers. Next up is etiquette. Etiquette refers to the customary code of polite behavior in society or among members of a particular profession or group. It's a noun, pronounced as etiquette. Here's a sentence. Proper etiquette is important at formal events. Thirdly, we have improve. To improve means to make something better. It's a verb pronounced as improve. For example, she reads extensively to improve her vocabulary. Our fourth word is increase. To increase means to make or become greater in size, amount, or degree. It's a verb pronounced as increase. For instance, regular exercise can increase your stamina. Lastly, we have influence. Influence can be a noun or a verb pronounced as influence. As a noun, it refers to the capacity to have an effect on someone or something. As a verb, it means to have an impact or effect on someone or something. For example, his parents' values greatly influenced him. Great job! Let's continue to the next group of words. Next up, we have the word manners. Pronounced manners, it's a noun and refers to the polite ways people behave. For example, good manners are always appreciated. Moving on to polite, pronounced polite. It's an adjective meaning showing good manners. She was polite to all her guests. Our next word is principal, pronounced principal, a noun meaning the head of a school. The principal addressed the students. Then we have respect, a noun and verb meaning admiration. We should respect our elders. Lastly, rude, an adjective for impolite behavior. It's rude to interrupt. We're almost finished. Let's move on to the last set of words. Our next word is scream. This is a verb pronounced as scream. It means to make a loud, high-pitched sound. For example, she screamed in fright when she saw the spider. Moving on, shout out is a phrasal verb, pronounced as shout out. It refers to publicly acknowledging someone. Society is a noun meaning a group of individuals sharing a common culture. Valuable is an adjective denoting something of great worth. Lastly, violence, a noun, refers to physical force causing harm. Well done. You've learned a lot of new words today. Let's quickly recap what we've learned. Today we've covered 20 significant words, delving into their meanings, pronunciations, and parts of speech. We've learned about admit and attentive, discussed behavior and courteous, and explored courtesy and deal with. We've also touched upon etiquette and improve, increase and influence, manners and polite, principle and respect, rude and scream, shout out and society, and finally valuable and violence. Thank you for joining us in this learning journey. Remember, practice makes perfect. Keep using these words in your daily conversations.